Good morning. How are you doing this fine day? At me, I'm increasingly convinced that the meaning of life, the universe, and everything really might be 42. Thanks for asking. We've got a packed show for you today, so let's roll that intro and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Wednesday, the 4th of August, and as that windswept and interesting guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, contractors pay on time shocker. What does graphene reinforced concrete mean for the future of demolition and demolition attachments? Dean Equipment and Robust Track join forces, and Thompson's of Prudhoe acquires some new firepower. If you've got any comments or questions about these subjects or anything else, then please leave them in the chat, and I'll get to them just as soon as I can, probably at the end of the show. But first of all, let's check out which celebrities will be doing their bit for the environment today by throwing away mountains of gift wrapping made from dead trees.
Happy birthday!
And it's many happy returns to Louis Vuitton, a man of 1,000 handbags, to the late great Satchmo himself, Louis Armstrong. Personally speaking, I think there's a very good case for "We Have All the Time in the World" being the greatest song of all time, but that's just me. Happy birthday also to the universally popular actress and reluctant royal Meghan Markle. And happy birthday, especially to former US President Mr. Barack Obama. Today also marks the birthday of another huge celebrity, our mate and a long-time friend of the show, Mr. Justin Carrigan. Happy birthday to each and every one of them. Almost as importantly, but only almost, it's apparently happy birthday to us. And when I say us, I mean demolitionnews.com. I have to admit, the 13th anniversary had largely passed me by, but my LinkedIn profile received a deluge of messages from as far afield as the US, Brazil, Japan, Russia, and the Philippines yesterday, and several in the UK as well, as readers and viewers responded to the work anniversary notification. If you'd like to hear the story about how demolitionnews.com was born in a bar in Istanbul after one or two too many beers, then be sure to tune into our No Agenda show over at Instagram today. I'll be explaining all just as soon as that one rolls around. That will be at noon today. So come and join us, and I'll tell you the story behind this dog and pony show. How do you know when a system is broken? Well, one surefire way is when it's considered newsworthy that the system has become slightly, marginally less broken. According to news portal The Construction Inquirer, the country's main contractors improved average subcontractor payment times by a day over the last 6 months. I know, right? A whole day. It's like Ebenezer Scrooge running through the streets of London, hounding out money, isn't it? On average, the 32 leading contractors paid subcontractors within 34 days, 11 days quicker than when the trade body Build UK first started collating payment data in July 2018. But around a third of those are now paying faster than the government target of 30 days. The promptest payers, according to official returns, are Vinci, Sir Robert McAlpine, Costain, Morgan Sindall, ISG, McLaren, Wilmot Dixon, Volker Vessels, and Robertson. On average, the leading contractors now pay 94% of invoices within 60 days, up from 82% 3 years ago. Now, before we all look to the heavens and give thanks to the God of purse strings, let's not lose sight of the facts here. Under the government's prompt payment code, main contractors are now required to pay small businesses within 30 days. The tightening of the rules for smaller firms last month means signatories to the code will need to demonstrate they have paid 95% of invoices from businesses with fewer than 50 employees within 30 days. For larger firms, clients or main contractors are still required to pay 95% of invoices within 60 days, with the public sector held to 30 days. Furthermore, contractors do not have to take into account any labour-only subcontractors that the supply chain firm engages. So yes, it's a step in the right direction, a small step at that, but there's still a long way to go until this latest fair payment scheme can honestly be described as fair. If you'd like to check out the full league table of the quickest payers, you can use the link that I posted earlier in the chat. Go take a look and see who the good guys are, who the bad guys are, and who the downright ugly guys are.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
So here's the thing. We all know that major projects like HS2 are used to push the envelope, to raise standards and to elevate industry benchmarks. It's no great surprise that HS2 is making a number of additional environmental demands that are over and above the current norm. Well, now comes the news that the project is to pioneer the use of graphene reinforced concrete. According to reports in Construction Index, the Skanska Costain Strabag joint venture is to use 3D printed concrete on its London tunnels work for HS2. Deployment of the on-site 3D reinforced concrete printing technology called, now I've got to work hard at pronouncing this, Printfrastructure. Who the hell came up with that name? It's intended to deliver environmental and cost benefits for Britain's new high-speed rail network. Microscopic strands of graphene, only several atoms thick, will run through the concrete, replacing traditional steel rebar. Use of the 3D printing will apparently help cut carbon on the project by up to 50%, says HS2 Limited. All of which sounds terrific. I'm as green and environmentally aware as the next man, and ideally, I'd really quite like my children and my grandchildren to inherit a world that's not in ruins. But I do have a couple of questions. We have yet to discover a concrete that lasts forever and that doesn't deteriorate over time. So what becomes of graphene reinforced concrete when it reaches the end of its viable working life? Secondly, the demolition industry has at its disposal a huge range of specialist attachments that are designed to crunch concrete and to cut the rebar within. What sort of tools will be required to tackle this new material? Are those tools in development? What will they look like? You see, it's questions like this that keep me up at night. That's why I get so little sleep, and that's why I wear these glasses, because I look such a mess behind them. Now, speaking of attachments, as we sort of were, there has been a shift in the UK attachments business, a coming together, a meeting of minds, an aligning of the planets. Dean Equipment and Robust Track Limited are now working in collaboration for the sales, service and refurbishment of attachments from a dedicated facility at Oldbury and from the Robust Track depots in the northwest. Robust Track has been appointed distributor for Dean Equipment's impressive articulator attachment. This really is an innovative tool, and it's capable of handling materials of pretty much any shape or size, pretty much, in a safe and controlled manner. I've seen one of these in operation, and if you haven't, don't worry, because we've got you covered. This is what the articulator can do. That's what they call a cool tool. This new agreement leaves Dean Equipment to concentrate on the licensing and manufacturing, while Robust Track Smart team take care of sales. So congratulations to our old mate Tim Dean and the team at Dean Equipment, and the very best of luck to the team at Robust Track as well. If you were here yesterday, you will know that the team at Thompson's of Prudhoe is actively engaged in the demolition of the former Teesworks facility in Redcar. Well, that company now has some additional firepower. That firepower comes in the form of a new ZX890 LCR-6 BE excavator in full demolition ready specification. That's more than 85 tons and 382 kilowatts of raw demolition power right there. So congratulations to Thompson's of Prudhoe on this new purchase, and to the team at Hitachi Construction Machinery UK, so HCM UK, for securing this important deal. £7.5 million of your finest English pounds has been set aside by Southern Housing Group for the construction of 51 new homes on a site at West Kent College in Tunbridge. ARJ Construction is thought to be in contention for the new build portion of the works, but before they can put a shovel in the ground, the site will need to be cleared by a kindly and reputable demolition contractor. You can find out more about this project lead and many more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
I will roll the outro in just a second before hopping over into the chat. It looks like it's been very busy today, so I'll go and see what you've all got to say. I'll be back here again, same time, same place on the morrow for more of this old stuff and nonsense. In addition, if you have nothing better to do, as I mentioned earlier, pop across to Instagram on Instagram, which is demolition_news at 12 noon today. I'm going to be going live for our new No Agenda show, which, as the name suggests, is completely unscripted. That should be fun. We're not recording this show either, so if you miss it, you miss it. But also, as it's not being recorded, perhaps we can all feel free to speak just a little more openly than perhaps we might. That's on Instagram at 12 noon today. But until then, stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. I will see you again, same time, same place, tomorrow.